At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Welcome back. Town Manager Bill Kobarger and Building and Grounds Supervisor Matt Lewis talk about the progress regarding a project taking shape on the south end of town.
We have the clearing of 27 acres on the fairgrounds property, so that we're starting the fairgrounds and starting to put some infrastructure in on the fields here.
This is kind of a big undertaking. What are we doing today?
Well, today they're just doing a little dust control, but they've been working in the last 2 weeks. They're moving approximately 72,000 cubic yards of soil out there, so just to get it flat to start, it's quite a project.
Orange fencing all around it. What's that?
That's the pre-construction tortoise fence. After the construction is done, then they'll take it and this fence comes out, and they'll put a permanent fence up.
They did a search for the tortoise on this property, right?
That is correct. Before they could even start anything rolling out here, they had to fence this area off. Then they had the experts come out here and search for tortoises, checking burrows, and then they were able to begin the project.
It's quite an undertaking to just flatten this out, because there was a lot of gullies you were talking about.
Correct. There was actually gullies out there up to 13 feet deep, so that's a lot of soil to be moving.
What are we looking to have here at this location?
Well, right now we're looking into doing a Fox Road onto our property, about 100 feet onto our property, and then we're just flattening out all this to put in some grassy areas to possibly hold for soccer fields and a parking lot.
This is different than at Venture Springs.
Well, actually, we can't wait for Venture Springs, so we started doing this, and the grassy area and the parking lot can be turned into anything, and we decide to move forward with the Adventure Springs. So we're actually getting a lot of the work done that needs to be done. We're ahead of the ballgame on Adventure Springs.
So this might become the same thing?
This may become the same thing. Right now we're looking at 3 different properties for Adventure Springs, and it's all conceptually laid out the same. So if we decide that this is definitely the piece of property we can use, then it will be no problem putting Adventure Springs right here. And again, we already have 27 acres flattened.
How long do you think it's going to take to at least get the grassy area and the parking lot going?
Oh, how many acres of, how many cubic yards of dirt are we moving?
72,000 cubic yards of dirt. So that's a big undertaking right there. Now, when this is phase 1, we'll call it, is complete, you will have just a flat land, but you will also have a parking lot area, asphalted parking lot.
And an asphalted road to come in.
Yes, correct.
So we could actually hold some events out here, you know, fall festival or some other type of event out here.
What is funding this?
It's the room tax and fairgrounds room tax, plus the park impact fees and a grant.
And here is Deanna O'Donnell with your news across Nevada.
The Nevada Supreme Court is set to consider whether a woman who bore a child implanted with the fertilized egg of her former lesbian partner has full parental rights. Attorneys for the biological mother and the birth mother are set for oral arguments Monday before the full 7-member court in Carson City. The lawyers will argue whether the birth mother was no more than a gestational surrogate for the child born in June of 2008. It's getting even easier to get between Las Vegas and Los Angeles without a car. Greyhound announced it's launched non-stop bus service between the 2 cities yesterday. The company will offer 5 round trips daily, with 2 additional round trips on Fridays and Sundays to accommodate weekend visitors. Fares range from $25 to $67.50 one way, with a limited number of tickets available for $1. The route is the latest for Greyhound Express, which is a premium service from the bus company and features reserved seating, free wireless internet, and extra legroom. Express routes also connect to the company's network of 3,800 stations throughout North America. Nevada Energy will send 3 Southern Nevada crews to the East Coast to help Long Island Power Authority repair damage caused by Hurricane Sandy. The United States Air Force will transport the crews and their equipment via cargo aircraft. The unprecedented storm caused 1 million power outages in the Long Island Power Authority service territory. New York is the 2nd largest municipal electric utility in the nation in terms of electric revenues, the 3rd largest in terms of customers served, and the 7th largest in terms of electricity delivered. The Nevada state judge says he's got the authority to order an abortion for a pregnant 32-year-old mentally disabled woman, even against the will of her Catholic adoptive parents. The woman's parents want the state high court to stop the proceedings. They argue that as their daughter's legal guardians, they have the exclusive authority over her health care decisions. The parents want the baby to be born and perhaps offered for adoption. They say their daughter has the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. She was living at a group home when she became pregnant. 3 more Nevada casino operators have passed the first hurdle for online poker licenses. The State Gaming Control Board recommended interactive gambling licenses for MGM Online LLC and boutique firms Z4 Poker LLC of Las Vegas and CAMS LLC of Los Angeles. The Nevada Gaming Commission is set to consider the 3 recommendations at its November 15th meeting. Interactive licenses allow a company to operate online gambling sites for live players within Nevada borders. 13 companies have received licenses so far. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Well, folks, a ribbon cutting was held this week for a new store called Caribbean Lifestyle Arts and Crafts.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today to another ribbon cutting. We have a new business here in Pahrump, resident of over 50 years here in Pahrump, so we're 15 years here in Pahrump.
You're not that old.
Not that old. So we're glad to have their business here in our town. So we're excited. We are here at Caribbean Lifestyles.
Caribbean Lifestyle.
Caribbean, you know.
Home of the reggae music.
Home of the reggae music. So right here off of Highway 160 across from Nevada State Bank. So come check them out. They got clothing and CDs and all kinds of goodies here. So we're just glad to have you.
Yes.
And at this time, we'll officially make you a member.
One love, one art, one job. Shop is a shop from the Caribbean, Jamaica. We sell reggae attire, music, clothes, craft. Reggae music is a music in the world by storm, and we that's our main attraction: the reggae and the Caribbean African, culture.
What do you have to offer here in the store?
We have to offer right now. We have clothes, we have CDs, albums, carvings, incense, oils, stickers, banners, necklaces, earrings, incense, and things like those.
You cut a ribbon with the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce this morning.
Yes. And
why is that important to you?
Well, that really gave me exposure to the city, and let people know where exactly I'm at. And it was a very nice welcome to Pahrump, and I love it very much. It was really nice.
You've been a long-time resident here?
I've been here for 15 years. I have a store for a while. I was in Las Vegas, but now kind of moved back home.
So we are here over near the Saddle West parking lot. Yes. What hours of operation?
Well, we want to start from 10 until 6:30, Monday through Saturdays. And we want to come out and check it out for some of this new product we got, this reggae music and this uplifting culture.
Do you do special orders?
We do special orders, and yes, and we have also a reggae band that I play, Stanrington Meshach. I'm a singer, songwriter. I have 7 CDs that I produce myself and write all the songs.
Are those for sale here?
They are for sale right here.
All right. And do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website, patoismusic.com.
Can you spell that?
Patois music.com.
Wonderful. And once again, your address here?
1330 Highway 160, Pahrump, Nevada.
Do you have a phone number for more information?
702-386-7022.
And Comp 92.3's on-air personality, Brandon Gooch Hahn, performed at Bender's Bar to help feed the less fortunate in town. We're here at Bender's Bar, and on Saturday night, Brandon Gooch Hahn and a familiar face performed here, all for a good cause. We're going to let you know about that.
I work at Comp 92.3, the rock station in Las Vegas. I've been out there for about 10 years and just all about raising mayhem and then coming out here to Pahrump and have a good time.
Maria brought you out here for what?
We are having a comedy show. It's That Comedy Show tonight at Bender's Bar. And it's going to be, we're going to have an acoustic set, then we're going to have some comedians, and Gooch is going to headline, and it's going to benefit the food banks of Pahrump.
Gooch, you've been out here one other time, I heard, and what are we looking forward to seeing tonight with you?
Looking forward to seeing with me? I don't know, hopefully some funny jokes, maybe some I don't know, hecklers have a tendency to get out of line, and I'm going to have to put them down. That's kind of what happened.
And then she takes this bottle of water and whoa, throws it at me as hard as she possibly can. Well, without even flinching, I just go, BAM! Caught it, twisted the cap off, took a sip, and I said, oh yeah, refreshing! Now, you know how you're laughing? She didn't do that.
You've been performing at some venues there in Vegas.
Yeah, Planet Hollywood, the Improv, Laugh Factory, you know, pretty much all the clubs. You know, it's a good time. I mean, that's where I cut my teeth and, you know, just trying to get better every day.
What time is your show on Comp?
3 p.m. to 7. So, in Pahrump, you know, there's a lot of people out here, and so far I had a lot of people who so far recognize me, so it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Maria, I know that you're a fan too as well, and so you brought them out here in the hopes that we can raise some funds. I know especially for the people here in Pahrump. Can people still do that even after the show's over?
Yes, they can contact me and make a donation. They can contact the Path of Hope Food Bank on West Street across from Acme Feed. The benefit will benefit a couple different food banks. That's the main food bank because they feed over 1,500 people and working families and seniors. Some of those families can't get any assistance through any other venue. So even after the event, if they'd like to go and donate there, they can, or they can contact me at the station or email me, and I'd be glad to take a donation.
Gooch, what gigs are coming up for you next besides your show?
Well, in Vegas, I'm going to be over at the Planet Hollywood inside the Cabo Wabo. That'll be in a couple of weeks, and that's pretty much it for now. And then I think I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory in January. So just roaming around. I'm going to be going out of town a bunch of times, so just trying to get my grind on.
Do you have a website for people to keep up with you?
Yeah, I got a Twitter. It's @YourBuddyGooch, and I also have a website, YourBuddyGooch.com. And don't forget to check out my podcast, Rise to Offend.
Once again, keep an update on Brandon Gooch Hahn by going to Comp 92.3. And Marcus Rose will be out there, and we'll let you know of any gigs that he's going to be doing. And of course, if you'd like him to perform at your events, you can give us a call at KPVM and we'll contact him. This is Deanne O'Donnell at Bender's Bar for News 46.
And former KPVM TV's weatherman, Marcus Rose, also took the stage at Bender's Bar for his comedy set on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. Maria called me, and I was actually searching in Vegas for a place. You get a desire to be in front of the camera. And if anyone does remember me doing the weather, you'll remember the type of person I was in front of the camera. And you miss that. You know, I miss that. And so now that I'm back in the state, here I am. She calls, oh, come out. I said, well, as long as you got a little bit of time at the end. After Gooch the Magnificent, I'll bow before Gooch. I want to get those plugs in. Oh, he's not listening. Don't edit that out either. But, you know, we're going to have a good time tonight. It's for a good cause. And here, these girls are cruising, you don't see them back. Come at you. Like Quasimodo, you're going to come at you. I'm sitting in the bar, you hear the noise, it's like sharks. Dun, dun. Come looking around, what's that? Hair on the neck's rising up. Dun, 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 dun. Finally, I get his hand on my shoulder and spin around, and it's the scariest one I've ever seen in my life. And she's, would you like to dance?
Are you looking for some stand-up acts? Are you going to be doing some in Vegas and here in Pahrump if we can get you out there?
If it's open mic stuff right now, yeah, sure. Just to get my feet back on the ground and back to performing. Once you get used to performing for an audience, whether it's on TV or however you do it, you miss it when it's not happening.
We can talk you into coming out and standing in the weather for us every once in a while.
As long as we don't talk about Tonopah, and no one will get that remark, so forget I even said it. But if you do get the remark, then you kept your brain cells.
And Week in Review will return in just a moment.